Leecarey here, So today's video, I wanted to sort of let you guys know how to be able to take part in the GTA 5 racing community. There seems to be a lot of you guys that wanted to get involved, and this video should help you guys direct you towards this sort of racing on GTA 5 to be able to join the appropriate crews to race under these conditions given without a catch-up or slipstream, with clean, fair, respectful racing without constantly getting taken out by ignorant people. So for that environment, you're here at the right place. Basic in the description, there's so many links to different crews that you can join. For example, here, you've got my crew on the Xbox as well as the PS4. You can join if one crew is full, you can join the other one, and basically the crew that is full will get cleared out, and then once it's vice versa. So the second crew gets filled, everybody switches back to the first. And for those of you that keep complaining about constantly being getting kicked out, that's not because we intentionally are kicking you because we don't want you in the crew. That's because we constantly keep clearing the crew out for those who are active to be able to join back again. So if you do get kicked accidentally, then feel free to join back. And so there's the reason why we got 2 crews, because Rockstar don't want us to expand it from 1,000 to 10,000. I don't know why they seem to allow it for IGN, but it's whatever. Hopefully they can do it. If not, this is the only solution at the moment. And there's also crew forums for us as well. Apex Stalkers, another crew with the crew forums, as well as their social club there to be able to join them. There's NoDo, there's Rinc, Cloud9, there's GTA Race crew, there's Rinc, and there's more crews out there. If there is, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. As you know, there's also just all a community, so feel free to share and allow people to join this small community that we are, to be able to partake in this and to allow that experience to be there for those who actually want it. So essentially, let's quick jump into the point of this video. Also, there's updated hot lapping spreadsheet, which, if you guys remember, a few months back was originally created as this version here. If you guys remember, I made a video about. Now it's been updated to this, and huge thanks and huge shout out to Leecarey and Cyrus for working on this. Cyrus initially formatted this entire thing and laid it out to make it look like this, with all these columns and rows. You probably might be confused right now, but I'm going to explain everything in this video. And Leecarey then also worked on quite a few things as well, formulating the entire spreadsheet to make sure there's a point system that sort of works according to the times submitted for each of these categories. And the way these categories work, basically each track, there's 12 categories, and for each individual category, there's specific requirements that you must follow to be able to submit that lap time for that track within that category. So example, here we have the first track. By the way, all these tracks go in alphabetical order, so there's so many tracks submitted right now. So if you want to find a track right off the bat and quite easily, just do Control F and search a track name, and you can just skip to it right away. For example, I've got Anaconda searched up right now, but if I do Zebra Grand Prix, hopefully it will skip right off that, and it does. So you can see here what is required to be able to submit the top 20 times, and then you can do it right off the bat. And to be able to submit the times, it's quite straightforward. All the information is here on the top of the spreadsheet. You can submit it to Cyrus, to his email or his PlayStation Network name, or to the Leecarey on Twitter, and these guys will keep it updated constantly. And yeah, it's nice that they're doing this for the community to get you guys involved, so you should definitely appreciate that. And so many hours going into spreadsheets. It's not simple to do something like this. So this is something that you guys can do in the sideline, because the thing is, this is for the entire community, and it's not restricting just for you guys to do it under high-end tires, whatnot. For those of you that love curb boosting using off-road tires and whatnot, want to push absolute track limits and to get that limiting lap times, then just submit it for category 1. You can see here, category 1 is quite essentially you can, anything goes, but you got to keep it within the rules of not using catch up or slipstream. All right, that's the rule given for that. But every other category's got their own sort of rules. So category 7, for example, you got all the coupes that you can use and submit times for that, but you can't use off-road tires, for example. Right, so let me give you guys an example real quick as to how this works. So let's say on Anaconda Grand Prix for category 5, you submit a time with the Z type with off-road, without using off-road tires, with the rules given. Let's say you get the quickest time. Like for me, example here, if I would submit my name with the Z type and the time, obviously, let's say for example 1:10.111, and for category 5 for Anaconda, I should have 20 additional points. So let's go to category 5, and I should have 20 points. There you go. Of course, that should be all ordered. That will be all manually done by the people who are running the spreadsheet. That's of course Leecarey and Cyrus. So if I remove that, the 20 points obviously go away for category 5, and it does. I'm back on 0 again. So that's pretty much a perfect example of how this works. So of course 20, then 19, 18, 17, 16. That's how it goes with the point system. So you guys get overall sort of overview with the points, with the championship tables pretty much totaling up all 12 categories. And to give you the overall points, each category, obviously you got to get the points for that, for each of the tracks to build up the points. This is something to get you guys involved. You don't have to do this for points. You could just do this for yourself, sort of awareness of how you're doing with your pace required for GTA 5, each of these car classes. Also, this is not only restricting for the community of just people using high-end tires. This is, you know, for those who are interested in pushing absolute limits of the track. Then you could just simply use the Zentorno off-road tires and curbs and go for it. But you have to do these under racing conditions, given with either non-contact or proper contact racing without catch-up or slipstream. You cannot submit times with those settings on, otherwise it's pointless. And yeah, you know, it really sort of racing under these conditions. This is only for those who are interested in this sort of side of things of GTA 5. Here's the thing, you don't even have to use this spreadsheet to submit times. You can just use this spreadsheet to search for any tracks that you desire and want. Unfortunately, this is only restricted to the PlayStation 4 and not for the Xbox side. And that's to do with Rockstar, man. You gotta blame them. We thought, you know, PlayStation 4 tracks will be available on Xbox One, vice versa, but no, clearly not. So unfortunately, there's currently a splitting of the community. Hopefully Rockstar will allow cloud servers to be, you know, with content creator jobs to be on both consoles. Somehow they don't seem to listen. They're not responding to that, so that's unfortunate. So if you guys want your track to be submitted on the spreadsheet, quite simply just email me shaggyakjunior@hotmail.com, which is pretty much the bottom here. Send your tracks and it will be reviewed by the people who are experienced with content creator, who understand the racing concept and what's required for actual racing on these tracks. You see if they, you know, if they're viable overtaking zones. You know, we're not wanting tracks obviously with back alleys and one-liners, just random ramp races. We're not really intending that for this hot lapping spreadsheet. And this is not just for hot lapping, by the way. This is for anything. You can get these times under proper racing conditions as well. But you know, where contact is possible, but obviously with battles and whatnot, to see who can get the quickest time there. For example, Leecarey got a 1:46.772 in the contact racing situation. Took advantage of pole and managed to get that ridiculous lap time there. And a lot of the time, it's up to you. You know, you can hot lap if you want to get used to the track knowledge, to get comfortable with the track, to get your braking points right, and to really keep pushing yourself and see if you can make it in the top 20. It's something to keep you guys doing as a side activity. It's also to keep track of how you're doing under these normal races as well. See how if you're improving or not by looking at these times or submitting them from day one to, let's say, how you improved 5 months later. You can look back at this and keep it logged in. So anyway, that is basically actually the point of this video, to share across all these crews available for this sort of racing, to share this brand new updated spreadsheet that these guys are working extremely hard on. Just check it out. All the information, links in the description below, and you guys can just stay tuned with that. Submit times to these guys and on how to do that, and the rule sets required for this. Everything is there on the spreadsheet on the top with the information given right there. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you want to get more into GTA 5 racing, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's going to be awesome, and I'll see you guys then. Show your sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah. Hey guys, here, aka Gino. Super excited to bring you guys some leaked information from a brand new leak car coming up on the Wrap That package. Hey guys, here,